found them again, and we put a stalk on them one more time. We ended up getting Aaron situated on a hog, then the hogs moved. We picked up the gun, we picked up the tripod, and we moved again. And after about moving the gun and Aaron 3 or 4 times, we finally got Aaron in position where a hog stayed stationary in a row for about 20 to 30 seconds, and Aaron put a fantastic shot on a pig at about 175 yards and dropped him.
Now, with encephalomalacia, I have the seizures, which I can control with the pills that I take. My left eye is the dominant eye, but so whenever I'm trying to look at something, I mainly try to turn my head so I can use the left eye to see it a little bit easier.
We met Aaron at the NRA Annual Meetings in Indianapolis in 2014. I was there as a pro staff member for Advanced Armament Corporation, working the booth.
My name is John Hollister. I'm the product manager for Advanced Armament Corporation, which is the silencer division of Remington. I've known Buck Holly for years. He does great work with eradication of nuisance animals in Florida. He came and helped us out at the NRA show 2014 in Indianapolis, Indiana. And there we both had the opportunity to meet Aaron.
The purpose of this hunt is to get a young man who never had the opportunity before to hunt due to his condition, to give him the opportunity to go out and enjoy and experience hunting and the outdoors and weapons like we take for granted than what we do every day.
It was important for us to go shoot down at the range so I could get used to knowing what the gun would feel like when it was going to be fired.
I'll be holding your shoulder and I'll be holding the rifle. And I want you to just barely squeeze that trigger until the rifle goes off, okay?
And so that I would know what to expect when I shot it.
This is the brand new AAC SR7. 7.62 silencer. Silencers are a natural for him because we can communicate with him, we can tell him what to expect without having earphones and earplugs, and it also is valuable in preserving the hearing that he has because it's one of the senses that works best for him. We then determined that in order for him to be able to hunt and eradicate nuisance hogs, we'd have to come up with a method that he could see through the scope. This is the eye scope. This is a mount that mounts on the eyepiece, and then we mount a cell phone into this, and it bore sights the camera to the optics so that you can see, you can use the phone and its camera as your eyepiece instead of looking through the eyepiece.
With a normal scope, it makes it a lot harder for me to see down it because of the eye release, but with the eye scope, it made it easier for me to see the reticle and the target.
We start letting him shoot, and he was banging steel at 100 yards. He was shooting 2, 3, 4-inch groups on a piece of steel. For a kid that's visually impaired, that's awesome. This is your shot group. This is a 4-shot shot group. These, you know, that's a great shot group for what we're going to do today. The body of a pig is about this big. We've got the gun zeroed for him. He's on target at 100 yards. We're going to do our spot and stock, and we're going to kill some swine. The reasons that we eradicate hogs here in Southwest Florida is they're very damaging to the agriculture and the crops. The method that we use to track and pattern hogs is that we deploy up to 10 feeders on this piece of property, and every feeder has a cellular game camera. We set the feeders to go off at 7:30 a.m., 7:30 p.m. The game camera takes a picture of them whenever they walk in front of the camera underneath the feeder, and it's automatically text messaged to my phone. There are some days when I receive as many as 500 to 600 pictures of hogs eating corn under the feeders. Bottom line, hogs are an invasive species and they destroy crops and agriculture. Within about 20 minutes of driving through the orange grove, we spotted about 10 different hogs. We made a plan of attack. We parked the truck up a couple rows. We were going to sneak back, find them, get Aaron set up.
We tracked the pig down, set up the gun and everything. And then we had to keep moving. We had to keep picking up the gun, keep moving down because the pig was moving.
And after about moving the gun and Aaron 3 or 4 times, we finally got Aaron in position where a hog stayed stationary in a row for about 20 to 30 seconds.
Okay, see that big one?
Mm-hmm.
Right in the shoulder. Anytime you're ready, take him.
Aaron put a fantastic shot on a pig.
Dude, you got him! Yes!
About 175 yards and dropped him.
But when we shot the pig, Ron had to shoot him once, and then he moved 6 inches and then fell flat.
Let's go check out your dead pig.
Okay.
So the most important memory of this hunt was that 175-yard walk from the shooting position up to the hog. The best part is knowing, due to his visual impairment, he couldn't see the hog as we're walking up to him. So I got to talk to him that whole way, knowing that he had never been hunting, he had never killed an animal before, and as we walked up there, I got to see the excitement growing and building. As I got closer and closer, I said, I could see the hog, he's down, you got him. The grin on his face went from big grin to ear, hugest grin I've ever seen on a kid's face in my life.
Man, let me tell you, you drilled this pig exactly where we talked about shooting him earlier, right in the shoulder.
When I walked up to the pig, I was thinking, oh man, I just really shot that pig.
The happiness on this young man's face as a guide and a hunter myself, I can't put it into words how happy and how excited I was for him on that day.
So, while we were cleaning the pig, we got another email alert that said, hey, there's a pig at this feeder too.
A hog shows up at the camera and the feeder where we anticipated them to happen. We quickly loaded Aaron and the rifle and the tripod back up into the pickup truck, and we hauled Mail over to get set up on this next hunt. It's hot, it's humid, there's very little wind movement, so I knew that the hog would be able to hear us if we made any unnatural sound.
They're gonna be right up here in front of us. All right, real quiet, real slow, okay?
We took our time creeping up on this hog to right to where I knew the shooting position was. It was about 75 yards away from the hog. I set the tripod up. I put the gun on the tripod. I called Aaron over. I said, get on the gun.
Two for two, my brother!
So we walked up on that pig, we're like, oh man, I just killed another pig in less than 30 minutes. So I just got excited because normally it would probably take you a lot longer than that if you were just going and just trying to hunt them down without getting an alert that said, hey, the pigs are here.
Look at that!
The best part of all of this hunting is I've killed hundreds or maybe thousands of hogs. Very rarely do you shoot a hog and have them drop right there. We call that DRT, dead right there. 2 hogs, 45 minutes, both of them, DRT.
Congratulations. You take that. Good job. Proud of you.
It struck me the difference in my life because that way I know, oh, so this is possible for me to be able to go kill animals with a gun. I want to thank Advanced Armament in Remington for letting me come down and eradicate hogs.
Spending time on the range with Aaron and his family was a fantastic way to conclude a great day of hunting. I want to thank Remington, and I want to thank Advanced Armament Corporation for sponsoring this hunt and allowing me to host Aaron and his family down here in South Florida, and allowing me to share in this very special moment in Aaron's life. It's a moment that he will never forget, and I can tell you, I personally will never forget Aaron and the experience that I shared with him on that day.